Good day! Welcome to an exciting session about the Internet and Management Information System provisions, specifically the Internet customer interfaces and security issues. I am Marcia Desiree Diolamar, and I will be your presenter. I hope that you will gain new learnings from this presentation. Our presentation has two parts, and the first part is about Internet customer interfaces. First, we're going to recall what is MIS, and then we're going to define what is Internet Customer Interface. Then, we're going to talk about the 7 elements of customer interface, and then we're going to take a closer look at the 7 C's dimension. According to the presentation posted by Professor Dr. Tejano, MIS is what we call the Management Information System, a planned system of collecting, storing, and disseminating data in the form of information needed to carry out the functions of management. Furthermore, he discussed the components, namely the hardware, software, people, and data. The Internet Customer Interface is actually a part of dissemination of information through the use of Internet. So what is Internet Customer Interface? Dynamic exchange of information. In other words, because of this Internet, face-to-face encounters common in the traditional retail environment have been widely replaced by screen-to-face interaction. So that is Internet Customer Interface. My first example is the coexpress.com website. This website has the layout or design for function. Okay, let's examine this website. At this side, when you click here, you can access the top headlines, business, technology, international, sports, and weather news. Therefore, this site is designed to make information easy to retrieve. Also, this site aggregates business information because this is a business portal for executives, and then much of the content is made up of third-party feeds. Next example is the apple.com. It has the aesthetic design. Why? So that they can sell more products. So if you could see here, they use white space. Why? Because the use of white space creates sense of calm and draws the eye to the products. And this portion here, the top level tabs indicate depth of available content. The next example is the territoryahead.com. This website is kind of clothing company. So they offer personality through special fabrics, and then they have fine details and easy wearable design. So through their catalog, you could see here, their retail stores and website can promote fun and adventure by blending compelling outdoor imagery and then clever editorial to their own eclectic design of apparel. So if you could see here, they showcase exotic locales that appeal to armchair adventurers. And then they have stories that will entice the buyer so that they are reinforced with the idea that they belong, that they can relate. So the product descriptions reinforce sense of place and identification with exploration. So that's an example for hybrid design. Now, let's take a look at the 7 elements of the customer interface. 7 C's, where the first C is context, content, community, customization, communication, connection, and commerce. So we will discuss each of them later on. For the first C is the context. So as soon as you open the website, you know the look and feel of it. So, for example, this one. So you already know that it is a streaming service that offers a variety of TV shows and movies. So that is the context. The next C is the content. This website, National Geographic, of course, they contain a lot of text or articles, and then pictures, videos, and sound that will entice the viewers. So there is a question there. Do graphics enhance or encumber website usability? Of course, it has advantages, and of course, it has disadvantages. So it will be advantageous if the graphics and logos will help in building branding for new online brands and help perpetuate offline brands to the online marketplace. If, of course, customers like to be able to view products online. And then if customers want visual cues that the product described on a website is one that will meet their needs and preferences before they make the purchase. Then graphics enhance the aesthetics of the website. So what are the disadvantages? So users want text and information rather than graphics and visuals. Sometimes graphics are risky because when we say loading, depending on the user's browser, the image quality may be poor and thus detract from the website. So users want speed. So if you will include more graphics, your website, your interface will load slower. So users want speed. Sometimes they are impatient. So the use of website graphics may result in increased site download time. Those are the advantages and the disadvantages of using graphics in your website. The next element is community. These are the ways sites enable user-to-user communication. For example, Facebook. I think most of us, if not all, are familiar with this website. So Facebook enables customers or users to update the site, and then user can communicate with each other. So this is what we call community. We have Facebook community. Let's take a closer look at the dimensions of community. Therefore, you need user-to-user communication. That is community. The next C or the next element is a customization. So one great example is the Amazon. Right on the home page, it's already analyzing my previous behavior and promoting products that it thinks that I might want. So here, okay, with a seemingly limitless product database, finding what you want on Amazon can be quite difficult. So thank goodness for personalization. I can personalize. So for example, I'd like to search for a mobile phone. I can personalize what brand I'm looking for. So I'm going to check, is it Samsung Electronics, Simple Mobile, Google, whatever. So I can also check the price range, the cell phone operating system, and if I'd like Android, iOS, BlackBerry, or Windows. I can also check the camera resolution, display size, the storage. I can also check the condition if I'd like new or used cell phone. I can also select the packaging option. So this is great if you are having a tight budget, for example, then you can have a range, a price range you can check. So this is what we call customization. Here is the dimension of customization. So it has personalization and tailoring by sites. When we say personalization, to meet the preferences. And when you say tailoring by site, it is based on your past user behavior. This is an example for customization. This is Lands End website. You can personalize. For example, going to answer the questions, what size do you normally wear? What is this for work? Is this for leisure? And then what is your body shape? So they will recommend what type of garment is best fitted for you. The customers are able to virtually try on outfits. So without going physically to their store, you can virtually try on their outfits by creating a model with a body shape that matches their own. And then also, customers can receive clothing recommendations based on their stated preferences. So that is an example of customization. So the next one is communication. So this is an example. So if you're familiar with AirAsia, you can contact directly their virtual all-star assistant. You can directly chat them. So they have chat supports that can cater your needs. So you're just going to type in your questions and then they're going to answer you back. So that is communication. This is the sixth element, or the connection. Links are provided for other content and relevant sites. So that is useful if you're having your research. So this is my example, DepEd website. At the bottom, usually you can see the other government links. So if you click those sites, at the bottom, you're going to be directed to, like for example, Office of the President, Office of the Vice President, and so on and so forth. So that is the connection. They are links that are provided for other content and relevant sites. The last C, or the last element, is the commerce. So the most popular example would be, of course, the Lazada or other commercial websites. So here we have the commercial transactions such as Load and eStore, the Lazmall, vouchers that sell on Lazada. So you can also sell, you can also buy, right, in Lazada. So you are enabled to have commercial transactions. So what are the dimensions? It includes registration, shopping cart for security, credit card approval, one-click shopping, orders through affiliates, configuration, technology, order tracking, and delivery options. So these are features, the customer interface, that allow you to buy and trade online. So all the e-com sites should have these dimensions. Just remember that there are two concepts that are particularly helpful in understanding the synergy among the 7 C's. We call it fit and reinforcement. So if you're going to build your own website, you're going to remember the 7 C's. So when you say fit, how the 7 C's individually support the business model. So if those 7 C's support your goal in building the website, that is fit. And then reinforcement. So how the 7 C's tie all together, that is reinforcement. So I have here an example. Why is it necessary for us? So especially for us who are, for example, teachers or who have their own school. So this is a great example. Maria Montessori School of Quezon City website. So this is their website. When you open that, you can actually see they have their mission and the vision. You can easily click home, online registration, and then if you want to know more about them, you can click about us, what are their academics offering, the resources, they have announcement, and then of course you can contact them also. Okay, they have here the content of what is really their school all about, what are their approaches. So this is their content. At the background, you can see their school building. So you now have the idea of their school. So you can read more about their school. And then of course, you can try to see the curriculum that they're using for preschool, for elementary, and so on and so forth. And then of course, they have announcements, or you have idea on how to enroll, the admission for new students, for foreign students. And then here is their online registration. At the bottom, you have news and updates. So for example, you have parents orientation, they have bulletin, the opening of classes, and then other information or announcement. And then of course, you can contact them through their email. They have also here, if you're going to pay for tuition fees and other payments, they have their website here that is connected. So you now have idea, if you want to build your own website, you'd like to start your own business, you now have an idea what are the essentials in order to have an engaging and effective website or interface. Okay, this is a bonus actually, because this is a map that they have included. I'm not going to open for another browser to search for their location. It's already included in their website. So at the bottom, you're going to see here, click here to check out their exclusive. So that is their connection to other, it's either home site background or outsourced website. So here they have also their Facebook page. So you can see here that the website is powered by Wix. So the Wix, you can also use Wix and WordPress. There are many websites that are offering free hosting if you want to build your own website. So for the conclusion, there is a primary means for creating an effective marketing program and customer experience because we are now in the information age. So there are several customer interface levers. So if you're going to compete with other businesses, you need a good website that has effective interface. So you're going to use the 7 C's as your framework, such as context, content, community, customization, communication, connection, and commerce. So don't forget, the extent to which a customer interface is successful depends upon how well all of the 7 C's work together. Remember the 2 words, fit and reinforcement. In a nutshell, let me present to you an illustration. Imagine that this is the internet customer interface. If you're going to build your own website, you should consider the 7 elements that I have already discussed. The first one is the content, the main goal of your website, the communication in which the site and the user can communicate with each other, and then the customization. Of course, it should be fitted to your user, the connection to the other website or the other products, the context, of course, the community in which user to user can communicate freely, and of course, the commerce in which this will enable you to have your own business online. So that is the illustration of an internet customer interface. But of course, with the 7 C's framework, please consider that they should fit and reinforce with each other. So why do we have to build a website? It is a good idea that we have our own website because it is the most powerful tool for communication. A website is a unique way to connect with the world. Whether you choose to create a website to share your passion for music, inform people of your business, sell products, or any other reason, there are no boundaries to what you can do. Start your own website now. That's the end of my part 1.